Hello again and welcome back to Avowed. We have a couple of points to spend here. And I say a couple because that's what it shows. It shows 2 points down here. Normally when we level up we get 1 point. So I don't know whether we got 2 points when we leveled up to level 10 or whether I had a point that I just forgot about and never used. I don't know. But we've got 2 points. I'm going to throw them both into Ranger. I'm going to put one into Steady Aim here. Steady Aim. Rank 2, holding your power attack with a bow or gun slows time by 50%. Might be pretty cool. So we're going to get that. And then I'm also going to put a point into marksmanship rank 2. Increases damage with bows and guns by 40%. Yes, please. I like the sound of that. And then we have a point here to spend on our character. I'm going to continue to put stuff into perception. Plus 21% critical hit chance, plus 34% maximum range. I'll confirm that. And that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, what do I got in my journal here? Documents, lore. We already read that. Let's clean this up a little bit. Emerald Stair. We got these bounties here. And our quests. Which, I'm not sure why it's saying we have a quest here. Is something completed? Yeah, the sinkhole stroll. You saved old Felipe from a gruesome fate in the sinkhole. Because we're awesome. What are we doing? We're just walking around Fior, Ivèrno. We're standing right here right now. And just kind of checking the place out. Seeing what there is to see. Talking to whoever wants to talk to us. You know, like these two guys. They do not want to talk to us. Sitting there with their arms folded. Body language right there saying, no, sir, I do not want to talk to you. Let's help ourselves to some thorn fruit. What's up? And again, I'm going to complain about the inconsistency of the maps. I prefer a map that shows where you've been, you know, has like a little bit of fog on it. You know, like this, you can see where you've been on this map and where you still need to go. For whatever reason, this map is not like that. It's just totally exposed. So I can't really keep track of where I've been and where I haven't been. I personally don't like that. Because this place looks like a place that's going to be easy to get lost in. Oh, okay. Just a dead end here, but there's a door. Oh, hello. I'm just going to walk into your house here. Okay, maybe this is a shop, the Gifted Magpie. I'm going to take your grog, and I'm going to check out A Dangerous Legacy by Arthur Castell. Fior Ivèrno is a dangerous legacy. We exploit the land for its riches, but our way of life is only a generation old. Our children will inherit an ecosystem they barely understand because we barely understand it. Despite our success, I worry for the future. The animancers who planted these seeds will not be the ones who harvest whatever grows. Okay. This is kind of a neat place. What do we got in here? Oh.
Have you heard? Giatta's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point. We should do something about the Dream Scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
Yeah, 2 of them might be standing right here. I mean, you just talk right in front of me. I'm going to help myself to your wild mushroom stew and also crumpled letter from Tane. Dear Len, you would love it here. The Living Lands is quite the vacation spot. Even the small mushrooms are as large as giant mushrooms. They remind me of Mora. Poor, sad Mora and her mushroom-riddled face. Oh, I haven't met any dragons yet, but I will let you know the instant I do. Then we can both have dragons. Okay. Animancy is so much fun. One of the locals sat me down in front of his machine and told me that my soul is shaped like an orb. Can you believe that? I offered him a signed copy of my famous spell, Tane's Chaotic Orb, but he said no thanks. His loss, right? Do you still have that locket I gave you? Whenever you're feeling lonely, don't forget to open it and think of me. And maybe write back. Your friend, Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Len hates when I talk about myself. And when I call her Len. And everything about me. But I will get on her good side even if it kills me. Which it might. If the living lands doesn't kill me first. Animancy for farmers. Farming in Emerald Stair is both simpler and more complicated than in other lands, and it's important to understand why. Animancy is the art of soul manipulation. Because we sit atop a rich vein of soul essence, our animancers work miracles of healing, personal enrichment, research, and yes, agriculture. The machines around Fior Ivèrno tap into the flow of essence and use it to give life to the soil. Don't touch the machines or disturb any animancers at work. Don't ask questions about what they do or how they do it. If you get sick, someone might escort you to the ruins west of town for observation and final rites if necessary. And some of the farm hands might not draw breath. Beyond that, it's business as usual. Okay. So we can't talk to these animancers in here. But we can take their all-sleeve tea. Because we do that kind of thing without remorse. I'm going to have a moment. There. Whew. Nice to have a moment to myself without those two dudes following me around every step I take. Is that like a rug or something in the... Oh, no, that's a sign. That's what that is. Okay. I could jump down there, but let's,
Misty days of old Maxime Vidarro.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever happened to him?
No one knows. They say he's out in the wilderness making blood sacrifices to dark gods.
What?
Just a rumor.
What? What? Alright, let's keep looking around. Beautiful night for a stroll. Oh, neat. There's like essence or something going along that line. I don't know if you saw that. It's kind of... There it goes. Bzzzt. Pretty cool. So we were just up there. And there's a door here. That'll take us into the Gifted Magpie. A couple of people standing here. Books. Some silver fennings. Ector Brewer. Hello.
Would you care for a refreshment?
You know, there's probably something free laying around here that I could help myself to, like this fresh water. You know? Well, I mean, why would I pay for something when I could just take it for free? I'm gonna help myself to your palm stone. Because I'm from Adir, and we just come in and take whatever we want, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, just try to stop me. You will not be successful. What's up, Ector?
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
Uh-huh. Is something going on around here? What is that enchanting smell, or I'll keep that in mind. What's that smell, dude?
Cloves, cinnamon, and anise are just a few of the remedies that help foster a peaceful environment. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
You must see a lot of animancers around here. It does? Or I really just came in for a cup of tea. Is it true? It really does breed obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement?
Consider the dream scourge. One crisis, many ways to manage it, all of them frustrating in their contradictions. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Speaking of which, I could really use a cup of tea. Sounds like you're running a public service, or maybe I'll come by later. Sounds like you're running a public service.
Fior Ivèrno values individualism, but I much prefer to focus on the health of the community. Now, will there be anything else?
Why is this place called the Gifted Magpie?
Believe it or not, this building was once my father's grain warehouse. One day, a magpie landed on the rafters and spoke fluent Valian to anyone who would listen.
What did it say? That's ridiculous. No, it didn't. Or I fail to see how that leads to opening a tea house. Well, what did it say?
Among other things, it told my father the recipe for a blueberry tart. Popular item until the recent troubles. Helia is the goddess of birds and creativity. Yes, the spiritual significance of a talking magpie is debatable. But the tale inspired others to make this a haven of creativity. And so, here we are.
Earlier we could have said, did you know that somebody has a crush on you? I forget who it was, but we read a letter where she talked about how she wished that he looked at her the way he stares off at the wall or something. I don't know. What happened to the magpie?
Who knows? Either it flew away on bad business, or it was just a metaphor to begin with. A good story knows where to end itself. The bad ones all end in grief.
Oh, here it is. Hey, this is totally none of my business. And I really shouldn't be, sticking my nose in other people's business. But did you know that Abrit has a crush on you?
What? I mean, I'm sorry. What? Could you possibly elaborate?
I found a note by her shop, very steamy. Why don't you ask her yourself? Well, when two or more people are attracted to each other. On second thought, forget I said anything. Well, why don't you ask her yourself, dude?
Oh, what a horrible idea. It's just that these sorts of things happen to other people, but never me. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Dude, start by flirting. That usually gets things moving. Marius, any advice? Kai, any advice? I'll leave it to you, then good luck. Kai, do you have any advice for this guy?
You're overthinking this. Invite her around for a cup of tea.
It seems I need to gather my wits and figure out what to do next. I have no skill with romance, you see. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Anyway, can I order some tea that I'm not really going to order?
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
So there's no tea in a tea house?
The fields have been unproductive of late, and what grows has not risen to our standard. I am hopeful that this is a temporary setback and not a sign of things to come.
Okay, well, let's see what you have for sale. A fine robe. Really? A fine robe? Dyes and fibers from living land's flora offer subtle variations to a traditional robe and comforts only found on the frontier. Warmage's bracers. Warmage? Let's see. Item bonus minus 10% ability essence cost. And harness the storm plus 15% shock damage. These delicate-looking golden bracers are in actuality quite durable. Channeling electricity while wearing them is drastically more potent and should only be done so if there is a thick layer of clothing between these bracers and their wearer. When particularly powerful spells are channeled, however, the gold can grow so hot that it scorches the wearer even through their clothing. Oh my. That is, it's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see. A treasure map. Oh man, I forgot about treasure maps. Practical pockets. A good ranger is prepared for any challenge. but the best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I have retired, I have no further need for my coat of many pockets. Use it in good health, though mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. Well, let's buy that. Oh, game, don't, game, don't do that. Anything else that we want to buy from this person? I don't think so.
Envoy, welcome.
Well, let's take a look at this treasure map we just picked up. Examine the map to look at the treasure. We haven't walked around here enough to recognize anything, but keep an eye out for a tower with a damaged top up here as we walk around. Anything else?
Ah, a pleasure to share your company again, traveler.
I'll be back later.
Until next time, traveler.
Traveler.
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware, and rich with insight.
Insight, you say?
Indeed. The spirits have access to lifetimes of knowledge.
A little knowledge would do me good right about now. A pity I must wait until I'm dead.
Yes, it's a pity. Oh. Merc brew. Here's a note. Frustrated scrawl. Souls are made of essence. Essence is made of... why are hostile spirits visible to the naked eye? Undiscovered gods? Mapping the beyond? Soul compass? Is that something? How to hide our work from the gods? Tea? Soul tea? If I don't settle on a dissertation topic, my mentor is going to kill me. Should we report that? Potato! What's up? Nice hat. You okay? Alright. Which quest do I have selected that's in that direction over there? Currently... looks like I've got the Zorops thing selected. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. See, where are we on the map? Here. I'm gonna help myself to this palm stone.
Come one, come all. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Enlarge my essence. What's up, Ona the Magnificent?
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Well, I'm a godlike, so I've got some divine heritage. Not as much as I would like. Why, what's wrong with it, or I don't have a moment. What do I know about my soul? I guess I've got some divine heritage.
Wrong.
What?
Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
And how much do I pay you to lighten my soul? Whatever can be done, run that by me again or I've heard enough. What's that? What? No, I like to use our perception. And how much do I pay you to lighten my soul?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatment's on the house.
Ah.
The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
You used some ridiculous machine on my soul? I feel fine, I guess. We could lie and say my soul feels lighter, as if all my worldly cares have fluttered away, or forget this, we're done here. You're messing around with my soul?
Another skeptic? Oh well. I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
What? We aren't going to get anything out of her.
Don't listen to those charlatans in the workshop. The essence enlarger is 100% legitimate.
Okay.
Animancy, the mother of invention. Animancy. What's good for the soil is good for the soul.
Hello. How are things? Oh. I hear some twinkling. Can I get on top of this building? Oh, look out, Twinkly. I'm coming for you. All kinds of stuff up here. Fruitful wine, common round shield, grog, arak. Oh, that's cute. And a lockbox filled with golden skelling, common pistol, steel chunks. I got a little bit of a higher vantage point here, just looking to see if I see any other items twinkling in the darkness. I'm not seeing anything. Check that out. What is going on over there? Neat. Pretty cool. This is neat. Oh, look at that cool stained glass window right there. Got some people down there. We got a note taped to that column there. But I'm trying to be methodical in my walking about, that I don't skip anything. And I believe we came from here. So we'll continue in this direction.
Giatta, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
Alright, so the game crashed while I was standing there listening to that conversation. I'm going to try to walk in this direction again.
Giatta, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Very loudly. Well, I'd like to know what this note says. Oh, but first I'd like to help myself to a little bit of thorn fruit. Missing person, Maxim Vidarro. I am offering a substantial reward to anyone who can locate the remains of Maxim Vidarro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of the discovery. Maxim was our founder, my father, and a devout Scanite. He would not have left us without good reason. So I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far. Ignacy Vidarro, governor of Fior, Ivèrno. There's somebody else with a name, Per Quilici. We read a little bit about Per Quilici a while back, but I don't remember what it said. Let's talk to him first.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt. I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge. Fox, at your service. Never mind that. What were you talking about? Or you must be Giatta. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I'm looking into the Dream Scourge too.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
I'm an Adherent envoy. Is that official enough? Private discussion? You're arguing in the middle of town. Excuse me, but I'm talking to this captivating young lady. You're arguing in the middle of the town. There's nothing private about this.
We have Giatta to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our Esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
I've seen corruption in nature, but never this advanced. That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animancer can help me stop it. The deeper I go into the living lands, the worse it gets, or your governor disagrees. I mean, I usually do like to use my specials here, but, I mean, we're really here to find an animancer to help us stop this.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
But you do. What would it take for you to fix this? It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving, or maybe he's just being cautious. The heck with that guy. You understand, or you trust animancy. What would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
What's the worst that could happen? She's the one taking all the risks here. I think she knows what she's doing. Or let me take her off your hands. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows what she's doing, dude.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
If we worked together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. Let cooler heads prevail. I share the governor's doubts, but you're right, we can't afford to delay. Or what was that about your family's basement? She obviously does not want to talk about this. And we're a diplomat, so we're going to be diplomatic. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally, let cooler heads prevail.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Ivèrno.
Jeez.
Whoa. You're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
You're ridiculous. Let's go. You're making a mistake. Fine by me. I got what I came for. Or Giatta, are you okay? Dude, you're making a mistake.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Ivèrno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Another mouth to feed. I guess she's joining our team? Oh, they both have something they want to talk about. Well, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and go back to our camp. I can find it. Is a camp way over here. Holy cow. Is this the only one we know of? Let's go back to camp, see what our companions have to say. Sleep this off, and resume our exploration of the city in the morning. Maybe we could do some upgrading as well. Marius, what do you want to say, man?
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
She's right. They're trying to ignore an obvious threat. They can't call off the harvest on the opinions of a single person. You don't think you'd stand up for what you believe, or you don't seem like one to avoid conflict? You don't think you would stand up for what you believe?
It's more that I don't think my belief's worth standing up for. Life's simpler that way. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Huh. Okay. That's enough for now, I guess.
Pleasant dreams.
Kai?
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giatta didn't draw blood.
Giatta had to make her point. Vidarro was being unreasonable. It was excessive. Loud public confrontations rarely win people over, or I'm surprised no one else backed her up. I don't know, man. She had to make a point.
No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
That's why I prefer the wilds to the court, fewer politics. Sometimes you have to take a stand even if it costs you, or are you hinting at a hard conversation that we need to have? Are you hinting at something, man?
Kai hinting? Believe me, that Nim dude isn't subtle.
He's right. I'd rather drink salt water than have a hard conversation. That's what I admire about Giatta. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
I get it. Losing home is hard, especially when home doesn't love you back. Sometimes you have to cut ties. A home that compromises you isn't worth returning to. Or, no community is perfect, but I wouldn't be so quick to abandon mine. Ah, jeez, I don't know. What are we talking about here? It's hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face the hard truth. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes you have to cut ties.
Can we just talk about something else?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giatta's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giatta, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Interesting. Can we talk about something else?
What's on your mind?
Seeing Captain Elfir in Fior Ivèrno is unexpected.
And troubling. What was it she said? The Steel Garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests?
Yeah. From what I've seen, the Steel Garrote will do more harm than good to Adiran interests. Or, if the Steel Garrote can help while keeping Adir's hands clean, I'm all for it. Or what do you think it means? What do you think it means?
I don't know. But it can't be good. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
Mm-hmm. So, have you been to the Emerald Stair before?
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
Aggressive, threatening, lush. Aggressive?
Yeah. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the Living Lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It's as if the land is pushing back, like it doesn't want us here. It feels like they're reaching out to connect, or maybe it's related to the Animancer's work. It just feels like the land's pushing back.
Well, there's a thought to keep me up at night.
Oh, the Living Lands definitely hates us. That's why people like me even get work.
I don't like reading that much into things. Maybe that's why I'm still a bachelor.
Is that what it is? That wasn't even on my list.
Either way, when I wake up with night terrors, I'm waking you both up with me.
All right, that's all.
Nudge me if you hear anything in the woods.
All right. Quick inventory check here. Break down these wands, this shield, this pistol. We'll just store that in camp. We'll store that in camp. Let's see if we can do a little bit of upgrading here real quick. Yes, our fine bow. Yes, we can get it up to fine quality +3. Takes our physical damage from 72 to 81. Everything else remains the same. We are definitely going to upgrade this bad boy. Nice. Now, if we want to get it up to exceptional quality, we need some more hardwood branches and some more Helios talon, but not that much, really. We only need 3 more hardwood branches. Can we make 3 more hardwood branches? Yes, we can. We're going to go ahead and craft 3 of these. Okay. Nice. And we need 4 more Helios talon. Probably can't do that. No, we can't even craft a single one because we only have 3 paradisant ladders. So 4 more Helios talon before we could get our bow up to exceptional, and that will be a huge increase. 81 to 90 physical damage, and our stun will go from 56 to 98. That is pretty impressive. We could upgrade our armor as well, the steel garrote plate that we're wearing. We could get it up to fine quality +1, if I'm reading this right. Yeah, we could go up to +1. That will take our... the only thing it does is it gives us +4 more additional damage reduction. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't know. I mean, there's really no reason not to, but I don't know. I just didn't like it. Wasn't sitting right with me. Enchant unique weapons. We do not have a unique weapon that we're using. Or actually, we do, don't we? We have the Last Light of Day. Yeah, this thing has already been upgraded, I guess. I don't know. Where's our cauldron? Right here. Oh, man. Wild mushroom stew. We already have 4 of these. Tarlo 5. We don't have any of these. This thing just gives us a little tiny bit of health regeneration. I don't really know why we would want that. Stew, on the other hand, I go through it pretty quickly. Even though we have 23 of these. And the porridge is pretty good as well. Go ahead and craft 2 of those. Craft some more of that stuff. Craft even more of it. And a cheese wedge. I mean, why would I want this? 10 health regeneration. Why bother? Don't know. Alright, that's pretty good. Do that. Let's go ahead and end the night. We're going to exit to our previous location. Right outside the... I guess that's the governor's mansion is where we were when we were talking to Giatta and the governor. Right here. See what's going on in here. Vidarro Family Mansion. What's going on in here? Are you moving? Oh, another keyboard instrument. Nice. Oh. Oh, we could unlock this with our lockpicks, or we could get the bedroom key. just gonna look around your house for a little bit. Oh, that's the butler. Okay. Thought that was the governor. My bad. We have a potato for breakfast, a little bit of stew, some apples, cheese wheels, sausage, tomato, fresh water. Good, healthy, hearty breakfast. I can't go through there. We speak with the butler. What's up, butler?
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
Oh, good. I don't feel so bad about walking around in here.
You may look, but don't touch.
What about taking? Can I take? That's an interesting piece of artwork there. Let's go upstairs. Door here. Door here that looks like it goes outside. I mean, not as grand of a view as I would expect for the governor, but you know, keep an eye on the town, I guess. Okay. Oh, there he is. I don't want to talk to him yet. I want to look around somewhere. Oh, wow. Look at this place. Very cool. Yeah, it's just kind of nice. Cozy bed. Oh, can't believe it. I bumped that table and it fell right in my pocket. Ignacy Vidarro's journal. I have sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself that promise. I must remind myself of that promise again and again, even if I must scream it to these empty halls. So why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause. Neither does wine. Or whining. Here's the bedroom key. Here's a lockbox with Valian breastplate +1. Yes, I am helping myself to this stuff. There's that stained glass, which is very cool. Let's see, Valian breastplate. It doesn't offer as much damage reduction, but it does offer a little additional damage reduction. And, looks as though it's not as hard on our stamina or our essence. Lesser bulwark +2% damage reduction, +1 additional damage reduction. And quickness +20% move speed. The Rangers of Fior Ivèrno are known for their distinctive armor. Though perhaps not the best attire suited for tromping around through the wilderness, the armor's design is undeniably effective. Despite the extra chain and padding reinforcing the armor's weak spots, the armor does nothing to slow the wearer down. Emblazoned on the front of this breastplate is the symbol of Fior Ivèrno, featuring the 5 stars from the flag of the Valian Republics above a symbol representing the Wheel of Reincarnation in honor of the animancers of the city. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay. I really don't like walking around with a steel garrote plate. I don't think it has any effect on how people react to me at all in the game, but I really don't like it. But what I do like about it is it gives me +2 constitution. I like that because our character doesn't really have a whole lot in the way of constitution. But you could see here, I can't move my cursor over there. We get +2 constitution from our steel garrote boots and +2 constitution from our steel garrote plate. Pretty good, really. Huh, found the bathroom. Anything behind this door? Slam the door in his face. He don't mind. Before we talk to the governor, I want to go in this door. I guess this is probably where his mother is going to be. There was mention about his mother not doing well. There she is. Letter to my son, Ignacy. I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they are gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, Estelle. Shimmering wings, gnashing teeth, chew through the dirt. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands. My hands. My hands. I think she wants to know where her hands are. I could be wrong about that.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
You think? Yoink. Flower of Winter by Maxim Vidarro. This is by her husband. The Valian Republics swindled me out of the Sangreta Ducala, denied me my born right to lead Spirento's government. I would not take such insults lying down. Skane was behind me all along, whispering into my ear, caressing my shoulder with skinless fingers. Together we sowed a revolution. Now you can actually taste the fruit it bore. I can only imagine the day Spirento awoke to discover the empty halls of academia, the pillaged libraries. Where did our brightest minds go? Where are the animancers? They blamed me, yet they had no one to blame but themselves. We journeyed to this frontier in defiance of the Valian Republics. We remain because our community is a living revolution. Proof that we can thrive without a golden chain around our necks. We speak with her?
No darkness. Only color.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound too bad.
Ignacy. Where is Ignacy?
He's right upstairs.
Teeth dancing in and out of my mouth.
Okay. All right, we'll be leaving now. Come on, guys, let's get out of here. Marius is going to hang out with her. Well, up here is the governor, and I would like to have a few words with him, but we'll do that in the next episode. It's time for me to end this one here. As always, I thank you for joining me. Hope you found something to enjoy in this episode. If you did, why don't you let me know? Leave me a like or a comment. I sure would appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who does take the time to do that. It's always nice hearing from you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.